Welcome everyone to this video. Now this is a bit of a different video than what you normally used to. This is a compilation video of the best bits and some outrageous stuff that we've all said throughout the year. Now I could have made this video about an hour long and I did. However, my computer crashed and I've lost half the stuff that I did. So it's only half an hour, so I apologise for how little there is, but it's got some of the best bits in it from Ted, from myself, some outrageous stuff from us all, especially from Ted, and some stuff from John as well. So please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, comment on what your best part of the year was. Thank you very much for 2024. We really appreciate it. Here's to 2025. Now let's get on to the compilation, and don't forget, JD McDonough will be a world heavyweight champion one day. Someone said that.
So, number 9.
Keith Lee for me.
Keith Lee?
Keith
Yeah.
Lee?
Keith Lee?
Keith Lee. Keith Lee. The matches he had with Dominic Dijak, and when he put Adam Cole into row fucking 5 when he hit him with that pounce, he was sick. He was so good in NXT. And that NXT the Survivor Series match. Come back, go and watch that pay-per-view and tell me if you didn't know what came from forward.
So, I have a full list of everyone. I'm not showing my actual list, but I have a full list of wrestlers I wrote down, and it goes on forever. Keith Lee was in there, but there was no way he was making my top 10.
If I did 20, he wouldn't make my 20. I'm not taking away Keith.
I don't think he'll make my 20 either.
He did decent things there, but I feel like there's far more that did better things.
I agree.
My number 4, Sierra, Hotel, Indigo, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Oh, Ted's had a meh.
The Shield. I am on record. I absolutely love the Shield. Anything they did, they were controversial. They were amazing. And you cannot look at wrestling now and go, oh, the Shield didn't really do nothing. The 3 members of the Shield are probably the three of the biggest wrestlers in the world right now. I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it. Because you're all going to rate me when I say mine.
So take this and listen. JBL. Now, JBL, not Bradshaw. JBL. When he put his car
I think I'm the only one that rates him.
I don't get the hype behind him. I get he had some good matches with John Cena, but that's it. When he was in the APA, he was at his best. I don't get the whole JBL hype.
Me and Matt, me and you.
Apart from me and Ted, who rates him?
I don't like him. And I also don't like the fact...
Hang on, this ain't who you dislike list. This is who is overrated.
Yeah, I think he's overrated. I do generally think he's overrated. Doesn't help that I don't like him as well.
Who rates him? About me and Ted.
Oh, mate, he's made an appearance at GCW this weekend, and the world's going mad because JBL is back in the ring.
I think that
that's why that's why he's been brought back into my memory banks, because my social feeds are going mad because JBL is back in the ring. He did GCW and AAA. I just don't get the hype behind him. I think he's so overrated.
You ready to all kick off with me? No, Ted, you do yours first.
Number 4, Austin Theory.
Who rates Austin Theory? Do you guys not understand this list? Who rates Austin Theory?
WWE, apparently.
Why?
Not anymore, though.
He's been in main shows. He's on every SmackDown.
He's part of the most hated tag team there. They don't rate him because he's like one of the best performers. They put him on there because he's the biggest he's one of the biggest heels on the show. They don't rate him. They're not giving him the US title or the world title. Oh, well, my next one, Sting. Fight me. My next one, Sting.
Sorry, what?
I think Sting is so highly overrated. It's unreal.
Are you on crack?
No. I think Sting is highly overrated. I don't get the hype with Sting. I never have done in WCW. I've never done it in TNA. Never did it in AEW. I don't get it.
This is your Keith Lee moment.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
This is your Keith Lee moment. Mate, I'm sorry, but he is WCW's Undertaker.
I don't get it. I don't get him.
That's your WWE
I don't
brain, mate.
I
That's your
don't
WWE mark.
understand.
It's not. It's nothing to do with WWE brain. I don't get the whole
100%
hype.
your WWE mark.
I don't get the whole hype of Sting. I
Please
don't.
tell me he's on your list for the new thing that we're bringing in.
He is actually with Matt Briscoe as well. He's
Right.
on there because I don't get the Briscoes. Yeah, I don't get Sting. Never have done.
Same
Never
here
will do.
WCW, mate. I don't know. Did you watch? I know this is not me. This is me just trying to work out how. Did you watch a lot of WCW?
No.
Right, that'll be it then. That'll
Yeah.
Genuinely, this is not me like throwing the only watch them. That'll probably be it. I think to understand and
I watched him in
appreciate.
TNA.
Right,
I watched him
yeah.
in TNA.
Joker Sting
And
was
I've
sick.
watched him in AEW.
TNA Sting was good, but did they appreciate Sting to the level that people do? You need to watch WCW Sting.
Right, well, we'll go into the thing later.
Yeah.
But for me, in my personal opinion, Sting is overrated.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
And this is your opinion. Absolutely.
Matt and John are going to love this one. So, Zack Sabre Jr., number 4 for me.
Fuck off.
Enough said. Matt.
No, that's it. To be fair, that
no, joking.
he changed himself.
Right,
Like
so-
him and Will Ospreay put British wrestling back on the map between the two of them. So when that led to obviously WWE coming in doing WWE NXT, which led to your Pete Dunnes getting their big names and things out there as well. But yeah,
So,
it's a
My
massive.
issue with Zack Sabre Jr., mate, he was offered a WWE contract when he did to the Cruiserweight Challenge,
Classic. Yeah.
Cruiserweight Classic. He was offered, and I spoke to him about it. And his attitude about wrestling full time was so horrible. It was so stinky, mate. He basically like, I don't want.
A twat.
Yeah, I don't want to be on TV every week. I can't be bothered with a heavy schedule. And I thought, how are you? I know how are you want to be in the wrestling. I get it, New Japan. He only really wrestles in New Japan. It's a light schedule for him, and he's pretty much on holiday the other time while he's out there. But yeah, that's why my issue is that I didn't like his attitude when I met him. And to be honest, his wrestling style is not my cup of tea.
Yeah, same.
Brett's comment.
That's in the next
Thinking-
one. Is this in this one?
This is
this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a twat. I'm sorry, he's a twat. It's not all about Bret Hart. I'm sorry, but it's not.
The comment, what comment?
So he turns around and says, what did he say, Ted?
So that Brett thought that Vince had killed.
Killed
Owen.
Owen on purpose because of him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brett. It's not all about you. I don't think
Right.
Vince McMahon went, right, okay, let's put Owen up there, let's snap it, and then
No.
let's do
And
it.
obviously, there's so that comment, but then there's a comment he made later on when he's phoned them about, and he apologized to Vince. He said he apologized to Vince, and he forgave Vince for everything he did to him as well. Now, I put myself in that shoes, right? I've got an older brother. You've got a brother, Matt. You've got your sister, right? Take away the wrestling side of things, right? You and us, our siblings, work somewhere. Now, I've worked with one of my siblings, okay?
Well, three of mine.
And I have personally felt the brunt in a workplace of something my siblings done,
Oh no,
and it's been paid out on me. So I heard that comment, and I sort of like, I can see where he's coming from. Has he? Because it wasn't just the murder thing. Owen was treated afterwards.
Well, that's not what he said, though. He didn't say
I
he got
know
treated
it's
afterwards.
not,
He said
but-
that he killed him because of him.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, if that was me and someone happened to one of my siblings in a company that I had left in a bad way, I'd think the same things. Paranoia is a wonderful thing. And I would have thought the same thing. The way he was treated and the way he went out and the way Vince has done work, we're thinking of the things that Vince has done prior. It's paranoia would make you think that way.
Right.
Absolutely
But then,
would
since
do.
then, if Vin and Vince are all pally now, and he's still saying, "Oh, I still think Vince," because that's what he said. I still think Vince killed Owen Hart because of me.
But that's it. But he said it. he said it, but then he said he forgave him when he spoke to him about that. But I think Brett was just being honest about how he felt at that situation.
It's bollocks, mate. I'm sorry. It's bollocks. I'm sorry. It's
No.
not all about Bret Hart. As much as he loves
It's
it
not
to
all
be,
about Brett, but
as much
that's
as he
how he
loves it to
felt.
be, it's not all about Bret Hart. Yes, Owen died. It was tragic. We know it was, and the event should have been cancelled. We know. But just because that happened doesn't mean that Vince did it because of you. You're not the be-all and end-all of wrestling, Bret. I'm sorry.
I think
And people
they're
don't.
overthinking the comment on that. I really
don't think
do.
I am. He killed him because of me. How am I overthinking that comment?
That was his feeling.
But
that was his feeling.
Like, no one can change my mind on this.
So you're telling me, so if you had a massive fallout, you and your brother worked together somewhere, you had a massive fallout, and something happened to your pure accident happened to your brother. You had a massive fallout with the management, and something happened to your brother in work. Purely accident, 100% accident. You're not going to think that thought.
No.
Fucking, I would.
Why would I think a company has killed my brother because I've left a cog in the machine?
If you're a crucial part of a company like he was.
So if I die, because where we work, and Luke's working for something else now, if I ask him now, would you think that they killed me because of you? He'd say no.
And if you're a crucial part of that workplace and something happened, you left under a bad cloud.
I don't agree, man. I don't agree.
Honest to God, if that was me and my brother and I left under a bad cloud as he did, punching the boss and everything, fucking jumped to the company and the company was beating him at this point, and something happened to my brother live on TV.
It's one thing absolutely killing his character and letting him rot in lower card, or not even getting on TV and not even paying him, or not paying for hotels or whatever. But to say that he killed him because of him, nah.
Say, mate, paranoia is a wonderful thing.
No.
I would do the same. I would think the same thing, 100%.
Not having it.
So my team is Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole, and Jay White.
Is this all time?
The Elite Bullet Club.
Is this all time?
Is this all time?
Yeah.
No Taker, no Goldberg.
Click this one, Matt.
This is gonna go in. This is going in. Trust me. Go on. So
are you pulling our leg, or are you being legit here? That's your all-time Survivor Series team.
Not New Japan. At all time.
I just went with every Bullet Club leader. I'll be honest. I didn't really get the assignment, so I just made a team of Bullet Club leaders.
We said on the chat, you asked us, and I said of all time from any era, from an all-time Survivor Series.
I thought it had to be a theme, otherwise, that's why I went.
No, the
with,
theme is the team, the separate team.
Oh well,
that's why we did two.
Number ones.
We all say it at the same time.
Drum.
3. Mine's different.
2. Please tell me. Oh, no way.
I'm saying 4 for this bollocks.
Right, hang on. Ted, what's your number? Hang on, me and John will go first because I know what we both put. Undertaker, Mankind, King of the Ring. Right.
Yeah.
Ted?
Jay versus Roman for me.
You've not put Undertaker and Mankind, Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring in your top 5 Hell in a Cells.
The most iconic Hell in a Cell of all time.
So I watched it back, and I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit older. I just got very awkward. I just felt very awkward about it. Like when you look back on it, like it's just a bit too much of me, in all honesty. So yeah, I put Jay versus Roman.
Don't you like the AEW bloody matches?
No, really, not much anymore.
The death matches that they have.
No, never liked the death match.
I can't grasp what you're saying to me. Undertaker and Mankind, the most iconic Hell in a Cell match.
It is an iconic match. I'll give.
One of the most iconic, probably the iconic moment in wrestling ever. You speak to anybody about wrestling matches, they will say, "Oh, what about when Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the cell?"
Yeah, it's a massive moment, but it's just like when you look back on it now and how full his health is now, It's.
I'm
it
not asked
makes me
about
think
now.
about-
When I
Yeah.
watched it, it was fucking mint.
Oh yeah, when I watched it, yeah, 100%. Like sick moment, but they say now hindsight is 2020. It's like they say I feel a little bit differently about it.
That shocked me that more than JD McDonough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to think about that, Ted.
I can't wait to do the TLC one and have the first ever TLC match in it.
Oh, that'll be going on there. That's sick.
Fuck me.
It does.
I can't compute.
It's not even made your fucking list. If it made your list down the line, mate, I could probably take it. Oh yeah, all right, I get what you mean, mate. It's a bit, yeah, I understand that. That's fine.
Say your list out
But
again.
it's not even made your fucking list.
Say your list out again for me.
Edge versus Taker. Shawn versus Taker. Triple H versus Taker. Triple H versus Batista. And Undertaker versus Mankind. Joking with you. I had no fucking Keith Lee.
I swear.
I
Have you
don't
actually? Is it actually your number? Show me. Show me. Oh, you can't. It's on the thing.
So I can share my screen.
So I think when we did this 2 years ago, this group was not anywhere near my top 5. And I said they would never make it into my top 5 ever. The Elite are my number 4.
My work, guys, is done. That's it. Rest of completed.
If anyone has been following us from the start knows how much I hated the Young Bucks. Could not stand them. I didn't mind Kenny. Didn't know much of him, to be fair. And then over the past few years, I've watched a lot of Kenny on YouTube and stuff. So I really like Kenny. I think Okada's fucking excellent in the ring and what he's doing. Jack Perry's come from being an absolute fucking joke to a serious wrestler in the Elite, and he's the current TNT champ. And the Bucks, I love what they're doing now. I love how everyone's just annoyed with him, and they just don't give a shit. I absolutely love it. So the Elite has made my top 5. There you go. Look at that. How things change in 2 years, eh?
That's crazy.
People, open your minds to different wrestling. That's all you need to do.
I love his cooking channel. His cooking social media that he does. Cooking his steaks and his cigar and having his cigars. But yeah, I really like him. And Slash Ricochet. Based off everything in WWE that he did since NXT, and where we started with in AEW, but we've already had that discussion. So I feel he's very
underutilized. See that? Go watch
now.
the video.
Yeah, exactly. Go watch the video. But yeah, those are my top. Those are my 5.
Matt,
I think we've got the both, haven't we?
Yeah. So do 1, 2, 3 again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. 1,
2,
2, 3.
Sam Bailey is our number 1. That match he had last night was sick.
Fantastic. The one before the show before, outstanding, mate.
Awesome.
Absolutely. He's worked for independence. Now we're learning about him doing all the work with Future Shop.
I've watched his stuff on YouTube as well. I think he's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, we're working our way through. So I feel absolutely. Sam Bailey has to make our list.
Yep. So, guys, that's our list done and dusted.
Yeah. Next top 5, what do you reckon?
What did we say last week?
Wait a fucking minute.
What?
Are you two being serious right now?
Well, yeah, we've moved on to the next segment.
Well, yeah, it was a good one.
Same.
So I think all we've got left to cover then.
Well,
there's a couple of things. Wait. I need to cover a few things in relation to SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes. The floor is yours.
We'll let you out it. Where you go.
So before I go into the G1 update of this week, so there's a couple of SummerSlam things I need to do. So we went offline on the stream with me telling up the scores and giving the updates on the prediction league that we have going on. I then went back and looked over all the results because I've kept them all the results back to Clash when they started, and I tallied everything up. And I have done everybody dirty. Everyone's got more points than what they were on, and there's a different lead involved. So the current scores are 17 to me, 17 to Matt, and 19 to John. So John is 2 ahead, whereas I had it as I was 2 behind, Matt was 1 behind, and John was in front by 1. It's not that way. Me and Matt are on the same. John is on 2 more than both of us. So that's mistake number 1.
So guys, I just want before he goes into it, just remember the counting part here, okay? Go on, Ted.
And I think this nicely leads us over to the quiz video. And I'd first like to apologise to absolutely fucking no one and say I'm the real heel here, and say so I cheat. So I tried to cheat and I've been caught out.
He lies, he cheats, and he tries to steal wins.
But I didn't manage to pull it out this time. But there's always Survivor Series when the next quiz is, guys.
Who edits it?
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Who edits it? That's how I know you cheated. If I didn't edit it, and you would have got away with that.
Right, Ted, tell the people how you've cheated.
How did you cheat, Ted?
So, we were doing quiz, we were doing the questions, and I realised I was a bit behind, and I thought, right, I need to catch this up to make this video a little bit more interesting. So I made myself level with Matt, and I tried winning, and I still lost on the by cheating out. But hey, I loves a trier. As say we've got, and like I say, lie, cheat, and steal. That's what the great Eddie Guerrero used to say. So you've got to try what you got to try sometimes. But yeah,
that needs evaluation. I'm sure it's come up to a year.
Ted?
My number 2, the Doom Salt, as made famous by Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. And number 1, we'll leave Ted till last again. John, number 1.
Stunner, Stone Cold Stunner, the KO Stunner.
Mine's the Spear. Love it. Whether it's Roman, whether it's Edge, Goldberg's before he got old, like the Spear.
Spear's iconic, though, isn't it? It is iconic.
And my number 1 is the Grizzly Magnum, a Mongolian chop as made famous by Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
I'll go. The Fiend.
Fuck the Fiend.
Fuck.
The Fiend. Says it all on the tin.
Shit.
There's so many good ones.
Fair play. I forgot about the
Ray
Fiend.
in general as well.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. I didn't even think
So
Fair play.
I thought Bray Wyatt. I thought Funhouse Firefly, Funhouse Bray, Burnt Fiend, and I just gone, you know what? No, the Fiend. Because I remember my head being blown away when the Fiend debuted.
Yeah. I think what'll happen is on this show is New Day, Judgment Day will come out, and then Bad Bunny is going to come out for Priest.
Bad Bunny? What, with all the rappers? Rappers Unite?
No, so, and then that leads to the Crown Jewel match.
Bad
Bunny on the show, yeah. He was, to be like, he's a big name, isn't he, for the Prince?
I thought we were getting past all this nonsense, Ted.
Sorry.
I think that Sabre Jr. is going to come out and then Bryan Danielson's going to run down to the ring with John Moxley.
There's someone under the ring. Someone under the ring.
That's it. Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle
coming out.
He's fell asleep. He's missed his cue, so he's got to stay there for the rest of the show.
JD under the ring.
Damn, I wish I could get to an event that even try to steal the seat. Sweet Sisters money's on Checkers.
Good old Checkers. Not mentioned him in a while.
And it's what we know till that comes up. Then when that happens, that could happen the next pay-per-view, and I'll be questioning whether he actually gonna lose it. That's the unknown there.
Yeah.
I like it with all titles. I prefer maybe like LA Knight to have a long reign because that was it was stuck on Logan, who didn't really do nothing with it. LA Knight could probably take that to the next level. Braun Breaker, that's had a long reign, so him dropping it maybe to potentially Jay or something, I'm okay with that. Tag titles, they've been on long reigns. Let's have a bit of mix up on them.
So say, and I'm throwing this out because I want to know your position on it. Gunther Punk at Bad Blood. Punk wins. Instead of it being Sammy, it's Punk.
No, still no.
So why is it different?
No, so it will fuck me off.
No, Sammy. Sorry. Tej just said no. So that's why I said, why is it different?
Why is that different?
Why is that different to Sammy winning?
Because, so that guy doesn't deserve a belt. That guy should never touch a title ever again. He doesn't deserve it. He's not loyal to any company. He's loyal to himself. Sammy's a company man. Sammy's been in NXT. He's fought his way up all the way through. It would be such a... when he won it the first time in NXT, we would have that moment on the main roster. And the fans would be... I know we've had the Mania one, don't get me wrong, he got his Mania moment. But him win the big one, for a lot of fans, especially fans like us, Sammy's our guy. We've seen him come up...
The only reason I say that with Punk, because that's the reason why I knew what you were going to say. So the whole argument here is Gunther's title reign is if he loses it against Sammy at Bad Blood, I'm fine with it being chopping and changing. Punk wins it at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
That's your argument. There's your argument. Your argument is chopping and changing. Punk's won it, but you don't want Punk to win it because Punk doesn't deserve it. Well, he might not deserve it, but he's doing what you're asking the company to do, and that's swapping and changing the title.
I 100% understand why you asked that. Punk's reason for not for people would be playing.
I agree with. Sorry, I agree with Punk. I agree with you. What you said with Punk, I totally agree with what you said. But that's the reason why I brought it in because it doesn't change from one competitor to another.
Yeah, no, it was clever to use Punk instead of somebody like Drew or something like that. It's clever to use Punk. Punk is a political reason, people's views on him. My view, when the Bad Blood and as it goes on tape that everybody knows I dislike him, I would be absolutely seething. I'd probably watch less of the product, but they're giving me what I want at the same point. I'd have to roll with it.
This is rather embarrassing. I should have probably known who were first in American made. It's only Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. It's like two of the bigger names sitting there on Raw. Actually, the only other tag team
they're going to
probably
fucking
throw
win
together.
it out there. They're going to win the whole thing and fucking out. No, it should be War Raiders. They've just returned. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee are being the War Raiders, are they?
No, I don't know.
What's Rey Mysterio going to be able to do against Eric and Ivar?
Hey, he faced the Big Show and Great Khali, mate. Biggest, littlest underdog. We keep getting told about it every single Monday night. For 20 years.
I hate it.
Fucking, you're not the only one, mate. I can't stand it anymore.
I fucking love Ray, so I'm not asked. I love Ray, so I don't give a shit.
How can you be the biggest, littlest underdog when you beat Khali, you beat Batista, you beat Triple H, you beat The Undertaker? How can you be the biggest?
You can't
and you face Brock Lesnar.
I gave you that. You can't keep calling him the underdog when he's beat all
He's been world champ, he's been WWE champ, he's been Intercontinental.
Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah, like how can he's main evented WrestleMania? Like, well, kind of main evented WrestleMania. Like, how can you it's fucking stupid, man. It winds me up. If they didn't keep throwing that at me, I'd be like, okay, I can get behind Rey Mysterio. But because they keep throwing the little underdog at me, it's just like he's not though, is he?
There's one other thing as well.
Go on, what are you gonna break the news to me now? JD's world champ now, is he?
Fuck's sake. Actually, this has just literally popped into my head. So they had a segment backstage with Judgment Day. It is about Judgment Day as well. And Raquel Rodriguez came on screen and they introduced her. And fucking Carlito dropped his apple. So that's a new love fucking angle that's on the way.
Oh my god, Carlito
and Raquel Rodriguez.
I didn't know I needed it till now. That's not cool.
So, I'm officially calling time of death on Carlito's WWE career.
No, you can't. No, he's part of the best faction in the company. Can't do that.
I can write the segment now. He's going to buy his. In the next 6 months, he's going to be buying his apple and offering Raquel share of it.
Or they bite the apple at the same time.
Yeah. That's the payoff with his share at Apple.
And then he looks at the camera and goes, "That's cool."
Oh.
And we are back for top 5, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, mate. You're absolutely
Bye.
welcome.
Why are you nicking my bit? Why are you nicking my bit already? Like,
it's not because, and it's not no because when the main thing goes on, that comes out tomorrow. So this would have come out Thursday. You would have had it already. So chill, man. Okay, now you nick my stuff, but we nicked Ted's, and it's not allowed. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Big tears. But yeah, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. The new Judgment Day, by the way.
The new Judgment Day.
The new Judgment Day.
Tell us.
Finn Balor is a great leader.
Yeah.
I love the stuff that he does.
There's no leaders in the new Judgment Day.
None of them are leaders.
So out of everyone that's left, I'd say he's the main. For me, he's the one that you push towards the title. If you're gonna push, every faction has got to have. Each person's got to have a direction. So for me, he's the top.
For all of us, he's the one.
Yeah. So then you've got Dom and Liv, who Dom can do his own thing. Dom could go towards the IC title. I'd say absolutely love it. I'd say Liv she's not replacing me, but I love the Liv character at the moment. I'd say she's great. It's making Raw entertaining. Them being on that show is what I'd say is one of the big things. I think no Judgment Day. I'd say the Raw's going to be boring in my eyes.
I'll mention the other two.
Yeah, I'm getting
okay, go on.
And then you've got JD McDonough, right?
Okay.
So you two, before this, ladies and gents, before this recording, this is what kicked us off leading into this video first, is that I said JD McDonough is one of the most underrated talents there. And they were saying, oh, it doesn't matter.
He didn't put underrated talent. He didn't say underrated talent.
Okay, so you two were saying you can do without him.
Yeah.
So he's little and he can wrestle good, so we're getting rid of then every other.
Right, no, because you didn't. The way you said that is not what you said.
No.
So I said NXT is his level. So you said, right, so then that means we've got to get rid of every small guy. Well, no. Because you mentioned Chad Gable in that. But Chad Gable is one of the best wrestlers on the roster. We're not talking about how little he is. There's nothing to do with that. He's got no character. He's boring as fuck. And he's the one that gets beat down every single time. Yes, he could hold a title. And I mean a North American title. Or a Cruiserweight title. Or a Speed title. That's what I mean by that. I don't mean where you can go stick him in NXT. And he can hit around the bottom of it and do fuck all. I'd love to see him compete for the NXT title. I'd love to see it. Because I do rate JD McDonough in NXT. In Raw, I just think Raw is too big, with too many big characters, for him to find a place on Raw. Tozawa, he's found with Alpha Academy, or with Otis and Maxine. If he leaves, would I be asked? No, I couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you. See you in a bit. There's NXT. There's the door. But when you were saying Chad Gable, there's nothing about Chad Gable. He's in the Continental. He's in that fucking line for it.
So I think you give JD time, give him direction, and I could see him. He could easily fly up the card.
Okay.
I'd say by miles. I'd say he needs to be given the opportunities because he is the whipping goat. He is the whipping boy of the Judgment Day because he can make people look fucking sick. That's why they trust him for that role.
Yeah,
but when the old stuff with Braun Strowman were happening, it's say with JD that were bumping around, flying around for Strowman. It's say he's not up to that level yet. But look at what Dolph Ziggler was known for when he first came in.
Please tell me you're not comparing Dolph Ziggler to JD McDonough.
No, but that could be somewhere that JD could end up.
JD could end up as a world heavyweight champion.
Given time, yes. He has got the potential. All day. And I'll fight that till the fucking end of time. He is one of the most. He has got the highest ceiling. He's got one of the highest ceilings at the moment.
So if he goes to AEW, I had this argument with Ricochet, and you told me Ricochet can win the AEW title. If he goes to AEW, he wins the AEW World title.
But I've changed my opinion on the Ricochet thing. Ricochet's like dead in the water right now. As I say, so that's neither here nor there.
Oh, breaking news, folks. Thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button, comment on the video, and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Also, go and find all our lives and all our previous videos on the main page. Until next time, yeet.